Alrighty guys, we are back with episode 25, I believe, of Hogwarts Legacy. We're heading back into the map chamber to talk to Professor Fitzgerald about our next trial. Thank you guys again for all the support you guys have been giving us on this series. Greatly appreciate it, more than you guys could ever know. And without further ado, I'm going to jump right into it.
Welcome
So let's
back.
go talk to her.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Alright. We gotta find a way into Headmaster Black's office.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Wrong door. Alright, let's go meet up with Professor Fig. I'm assuming that's what we're doing. Polyjuice potion. Ooh. Want to learn about it. Speak to Professor Fig in his office. That's not where we want to go. I guess we'll head to Charms. That's probably the closest place. I think they were relatively near each other. I don't remember exactly where all the classrooms are. I mean, I've explored the castle, but not nearly enough to know where everything is yet. Got a lot of side quests that I see now over here that I could also be doing. I'll probably accept those in between videos or something, and if they seem important, we'll do them on screen. If not, we'll just do them off screen. Oh shoot, I should have grabbed his Demiguise moon, if I hadn't already. I think I did. Yeah, I don't see it anymore.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does?
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Wonder if the password's still sherbet lemon.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
This is weird. I was honestly hoping that we got to do some Polyjuice Potion stuff in the game. Not necessarily to turn into,
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this...
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours. Greetings. I mean, out of my way, children.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Gareth. Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor. Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Well, there's one for my diary.
I feel like it's weird to see him running.
When
I don't know what it
witness
is.
what passes for magic in these halls, I...
Professor Black. How are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Something is very wrong with Professor Black.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, a game. it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
Who am I going to run into next? Surely somebody.
I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible. I mean, I've seen them about. Yes, sir.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Uh-oh.
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never...
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Or she's going to go investigate and see that Black's with him.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
Oh, God. I should know this from the movies. I think it's about blood purity, right?
It's purebloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah, yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Toujours pur. That's all I gotta remember. It's gonna make me remember it. I already know it.
Wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Toujours pur. I'm gonna have to keep saying that so I don't forget.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Yeah, they're totally not gonna notice black going up and me coming down. Definitely not. Really wish they did something with these. Would have been really cool. Alright, time to head up to the headmaster's office. We're going up the stairs, and we're going to be going up them for probably a little while. A lot of stairs to go up. Alright, we're almost there, I think.
Handy resource indeed.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Holy heck. I was expecting that to be a lot closer.
Revelio.
There's a chest over here. Let me do this really quick. Alright, obviously whatever that is, I can't get in there just yet.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
Is it worth doing this?
Lumos. Revelio.
It's all the way down there. I'm not going for that right now. It's a relatively easy one. Whisper the password.
Toujours pure.
Sherbet lemon. I always thought that was hilarious watching the movies growing up.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
Pensive. Wouldn't his bust or his
That must be the
picture in here?
pedestal.
Alright, before we do that, I just want to check out down here really quick, because I doubt I'll be able to come back up here anytime soon. Level 2 lock. Level 3 lock. Maybe I will.
Revelio.
Doesn't look like I'm reading it. It's like Tom Riddle's diary. If only we could get in the Chamber of Secrets.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem.
This is kind of cool.
You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak.
Oh, it's like the Deathly Hallows.
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Where do I find the cloak? Where is the cloak? I obviously need the cloak of invisibility. Just using disillusionment. It's not the same. It's not the same.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead. Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. They're gone, for now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Get away from both to turn around. Or something. Oh, I messed up. Glad that didn't kill me for kind of messing up there.
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be a way to find you. turn back. There's no getting past them that way. Closed tight. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
For this one guy here. Don't you come to the doorway. Go away. I might be able to sneak by him right now.
Now's my chance. That's the way forward.
I kind of like being invisible still. It's the cloak of invisibility for sure.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Do I go back through? No, I go through here. The Deathly Hallows make you the master of death.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
Alright. This is sick. I wish I could keep it.
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
I think I'm gonna have to do 3 of these. 1 for each Hallow. I love the art style they've given us here.
You have run death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide.
The Elder Wand.
Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
This time I gotta blast my way through.
I've never felt such power. Defendo! Depulso! Bombarda!
I don't know if I'm supposed to have my spells here.
Defender! Potato! Stupefy! Revelio.
I wish we could keep the Elder Wand after this. Be pretty sick. I doubt there's going to be anything in here that I can use Revelio on.
Potato! Stupid! Stupid!
Stupefy. Potato. Stupefy. 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 Depulsor. Potato. Stupefy.
This wand is pretty powerful, obviously. And if you've read the books or seen the movies or even know anything about Harry Potter, you know the Elder Wand is the most powerful wand ever made. Another little arena. Death himself.
Potato. Stupefy. Stupefy. Defender. Depulsor. Descendo. Bombarder. Stupefy. Potato. Stupefy.
Oh, another troll.
Potato. Stupefy. Potato. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Potato. Stupefy. Defender. Defender. Stupefy. Potato. Stupefy. Depulsor. Descendo. Bombarder. Defender. Potato. Stupefy. Bombarder. Defender. Defender. Bombarder. Stupefy. Stupefy. Stupefy.
What do you got for me now, Death? That's it? A unicorn. I think. Can't tell. Alright, last but not least, the Resurrection Stone. If we're just following the order here. Curious what they could do with the Resurrection Stone. This art style is so cool.
A simple stone. This must be for me.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead.
I can't believe she's dead.
Dear sweet Neve.
Let us always honor her.
May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Alright, this is definitely the coolest trial so far.
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable,
wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands.
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
I knew it. I knew she was behind it, even though she was doing it for the right reasons. She reminds me a lot of Sebastian. Doing things that we don't understand yet. For good reasons. Sebastian wants to learn dark magic to save his sister. Isadora wanted to learn this dark version of ancient magic. To help save everyone. Help ease their pain. Time to meet our fourth keeper.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Alright. The next main quest done. 3rd trial completed. I'm going to go ahead and end the video there, guys. And the next one will be picking up where this left off. We'll be probably looking into Ranrock a little more, seeing what he's doing.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin.
We'll be responding to Sebastian here. Meeting him along the coast in the shadow of the mountain. But I'm going to end it there. So thank you guys for all your support on these last videos. And thank you guys again for supporting us. See you guys in the next one. Love you guys. Peace out.